the way young ladies see love now is like they feel that their beauty is a commodity to the table, not knowing that
Exactly, they are
it is
bringing the beauty to the table.
it is only that beauty fades
It's a
very is a very it fades fast. One sickness can wreck that beauty is nothing again.
Exactly.
You understand? One accident can wreck that beauty is gone. Now most good men are looking for substance.
Yes.
What are you going to give me stress, or you're going to give me rest? Am I going to feel safe telling you my vulnerabilities, or am I going to run to someone else to share my vulnerabilities with? Those are the things men are looking for. At least me, I'm looking for. Not
I
that
found.
I found. You know, but
Before they write us letter.
well, because that's the thing. You know, can I communicate certain things with you? There's a public saying that in every marriage or in every relationship, you only get 80% of what you're looking for. 20% you don't get. Now, loving someone automatically saying that if I get that 20% or not, I'm still with you. On the other side, if you want this 20%, I'm willing to learn the 20% to make you happy. But unfortunately, everybody comes as two individuals. There are so many. Most marriages and relationships are just two selfish people coming in and just coming together, not knowing that they are supposed to blend and to be one. Claiming they are right. This is what I'm supposed to do.
Let me ask Bob, and if you are still watching, listening wherever you are, again, you can be part of the contribution. You can drop your thoughts and comments on the Facebook Live comment chat, or you call 009 888 and share your thoughts. Let me ask you, is it so? It looks to me that when people talk about falling in love, it sounds to me like it's something that happens spontaneously. It's not like I can't just look at you from afar and a woman walks into the door and say, I'm going to fall in love with her. That's not likely what happens.
No.
People try to communicate to us or to people that if they say they've fallen in love with someone, it is something that is beyond their control. So let me ask you, is it outside human control? That concept of I have fallen in love with someone, is it entirely, exclusively outside
No control.
the control of the individual? Is it such a feeling that takes a hold of the human will and makes it absolutely impossible for the will to function on its own? You now just come under that overwhelming spell of that event. So let me ask, let me hear, Precious. You know, so is there something like that captures a person's emotion that he is absolutely no longer in control, and then the way to now capture that is, well, I fall in love. You hear a lot of poetic words, a lot of music lyrics that says, she has busted my brain, I can no more think, my world has disappeared. Once I set my eyes on her, I started thinking upside down, I can't think straight.
That is lost.
And I lost.
That is lost.
Who sang those songs? Of course, there are songs like that.
I mean, I've just tried to just speak as much as, you go out there, you see all manner of expressions that seems to capture that event, that someone has taken hold of my thinking faculty, and right now I am under a spell.
Spell.
That's what I can. That's so they now just that at the end of it all, you say I'm falling in love with this person, and it could actually be a thing. So is that true? It's almost like an obsession.
Yeah.
It's like the beginning of an obsession.
Yeah.
So is that what it is, or it is something else?
I think it varies. I actually do think it varies. First off, I'll say that I don't think, especially when it comes to like being attracted to someone, I don't think all of the time you are in control. I think most of the time you can't just control how you feel. It's like you see somebody and how will we put it?
Feeling cold.
No,
And ghost
Papadi, that's every not say what I have to say, but that's
tell
like,
me what you mean by
now we won't say we are cold or I have goosebumps. We say, oh, my heart skipped a beat.
Okay, and of course,
Give me butterflies in my stomach.
okay, when you ask that, probably an involuntary action.
Yeah, you just see somebody and you're like, your heart is supposed to beat maybe 2 times and it beats just once. You're like, ooh, okay.
That is just attraction now.
Yeah, so yeah.
It's chemical, it's hormones now.
Yeah, I know. Because once that it is, I remember one Instagram post. The guy saw the girl passing and he was like, "Oh my God, this girl! I must get her number." He ran. The minute this woman opened her mouth, that feeling left. That feeling left.
So I think it varies. Sometimes when we see people, like maybe their appearances or how they look, we can't control how we feel or how we're attracted to them. And sometimes I would say, we can just see somebody and for some reason we are
Spellbound.
like, we don't just understand why. And the funny thing is that to other people, maybe you are telling another person that this guy is so fine and this thing, and the person is like,
Who's
which
fine?
guy? Like, where is the fineness?
One man's meat is another man's poison.
Exactly. So I think that most of the time we can't control how much how we are attracted to somebody.
Yeah.
But I think over time we get a hold of how we feel, how we work with what we feel. But sometimes, because for some reason I don't want to say infatuated, but I really love watching documentaries, especially crime documentaries. And we are seeing when somebody, maybe there's a stalker that is obsessed with somebody. I'm like, okay, why was this person thinking like this? What made you feel like you could not just you saw somebody for the first time and you could not let her go? You understand that you wanted to follow her even when you are not being
But the thing is,
exactly. So all of those things, it shows that there's, in a way, that there's a place that you can actually control whatever it is that you are feeling. But I would say for attraction, like first time attraction, seeing somebody and also seeing them over time, I don't think that they're always like you can always control that until you decide or something like that. But I feel like first time attraction, you really can't
control that. But,
All right, so we're going to go on a break shortly. We've been talking about falling in love to grow in love or growing in love to fall in love. We're just trying to understand that mystery that surrounds that concept of falling in love and what should actually be the perspective of people of faith. Should we go through the door of falling in love to grow in love or go in love to fall in love? Right? Stay with us. We're going to go on break and we'll be right back.
The same people where they carry for back not know where they go. They say now play with it, no player.
And me, Mr. Makati,
AKA Iyalaya. When I listen to
it's 1024 radio.
Your refreshing radio.
Ladies and gentlemen, here it is. The most listened to radio on the planet. Even the other stations are tuned in too.
Yo, this is your G, EXO. I'm Oluwatomi.
Hello, this is same OG.
Hi, this is Jimmy Hassan.
My name is Obichi.
Hey guys, my name is Wale, and I'm
Chilling with
Digits on your refreshing radio.
1024 radio.
yeah.
Would you like your event to sound like this?
Check.
Or like.
Then you're just one call away. Hook up with Digit Sound Solution. Would you like your event to sound like this?
There can only be one online radio with swag. Digits 1024 radio, your refreshing radio.
Okay, welcome back from the break. It is still Heart to Heart Live, and today we are talking about all the lovers falling in love and all the reasons they fall in love. We are talking about, should we fall in love to grow in love, or grow in love to fall in love, or just all together. Okay, so while on the journey to going for the break, Freshers was talking about trying to how the attraction for most people, that initial kick, the skipping of your heart, feeling a bit uneasy when you probably psych somebody for the first, for whatever the reason, that some of these reactions are absolutely involuntary and they do happen without the person's planning to make them happen. Okay, so the point now is, yes, there are people, you know, that there are people who also carry certain kind of essence around them, or they call aura around them. They just seem to compel attention anywhere they go. Either because the way they speak, either because the way they walk, either the way they conduct themselves, they just make people spellbound, you know, or there are people that just have this attractive force around them. So, and there are certain people that are attracted into that they are nets. You know? So the point is, all right, so you see somebody for the first time, something in that person strikes a chord in you. Yeah. Whether the response of that chord is that your heart skips, or butterflies in your tummy, or you feel a bit ghost pimples on your body, or you feel this uneasy, and some people, your knees shaking, or all of that. So does that equal I am now in love? I mean, a lot of us, I don't know whether it happened to pressures, but your Kingsmen can help you out. Somebody you met for the first time in a party, in a meeting, in an outing, in the market, in the bus, you know, or even social media. Within 24 hours, you're already yearning. Love. You know, I've never loved a woman like this. Like this feeling I have is so pure, it's so overwhelming. You know, I can't think everything. First time I saw you, I've not been able to think of anything else. You've invaded my life, invaded my space, invaded my thoughts.
Under 24 hours.
Yes, under 24 hours.
All that is, yeah.
I have. So you could tell. Sometimes there's a phone conversation going on, and you could tell that the person speaking is speaking from a place of passion. Like he just wants to follow you home from that day. So he wants to follow you home, and he says that there's something about you that is compelling that response. Yeah. But the point is, the conclusion of all of that in his head is that he has fallen in love with you.
She has fallen in love.
She is falling in love with you. That's the caption. So I'm now asking, all of these manifestations, which are not manifestations of the Holy Spirit, at best, manifestation of carnality, is that what equates I am in love with him, or I'm in love with her? Was that your experience?
No. Well, initially, yes, the first few, but it was not.
I love the honesty because let's be
sure
factual.
That's what happens to everybody. I bet the first day you saw you saw Mama D in NYSC uniform, you were like, oh goodness me, Mama D. Tell the truth, I set yourself free.
I didn't recognize her when I saw her. I mean, the point is that I've been seeing that. Okay, there was a time that the veil opened. You know, but yes,
you beheld
the
and
veil.
the veil.
I was seeing her in fellowship as she didn't. There was no spotlight.
Okay.
You know, maybe because I was distracted with other things. But of course, there was a particular day that veil. I just it's good.
Okay. Yes. So yes.
But it was not more than.
So it happened. It happened initially. It happened.
Looking forward to all
but the thing is,
over and over
the
again.
thing is, it always happens regardless to it. Whoever is
attraction.
Yes, the attraction will happen.
But I did not equate that attraction with the fact that I fall in love with her. No.
You know, same here. It was like, okay, all right, let me get to know this person
exactly
before I make any decisions.
I think
because any relationship I've been in, it took me a while to say the words "I love you." I don't just say "I love you" to anybody unless.
Because your heart is doing.
No, I'll just say I would say I really like you. I really like you. They said I want to get to know you. Maybe we can grow something later on.
I say that to my friends a lot. Like to ladies, I say it. You can.
I can say to my friends that we've been friends for a long time. I just say I love you. you're my friend, I love you very much and all that. I say that to my friends, male and female, you understand?
Yes, I do that
but
a lot.
when it comes to a girl I'm dating or I want to date or I'm about to date, I'll say I really, really like you.
I really, really like you. I just trying to be careful.
Okay, I want to be careful because I don't want any girl to come many years and you broke my heart. You told me this and you did this. No, and we may. You have to be. Yeah.
But why is talking from the place of experience?
Because there are certain things that you can mess you up. Because one thing I've prided myself in is that I can clearly say that I don't think I've ever, if unknowing, unless they didn't tell me, I've ever led a girl wrong, saying I love you, I want to marry you, and I didn't carry it out. I never did that.
Good guy. There are many bados outside there. And
they just promise her. Even my friends in school, they used to say something like that. Just promise her. Say, you go, spend.
God.
I'll be like, guys. One day they go do out to your sister or your cousin or your daughter. Self.
Yeah.
Just the word, and you see them. Most of them now, God has punished them with daughters. So,
they are not going to. They are not going to feel what they are feeling.
I'll be like, okay, you have a daughter now. Let's see what happens.
I think for me, how to judge as in the basis of course, there are times that there's that attraction, and me, I'll go and shout at you like, oh my God, I like you too. But I think over times of just maturing.
So if you like a guy, you go to the gym and say I like you.
No.
After they have come to.
No, as you are talking.
She won't die if she says it now.
I want to be clear.
I would die.
Yeah.
I would, of course, I might tell maybe my sister or see me, I like, it's fine. That guy is actually fine.
It's fine.
But if I'm talking, I'm really talking to him and he's saying sweet things too, I might as well. I'm saying not now, before. And, over time, growing up and all of that, and just hearing and listening to a lot of, seeing relationships around you and trying to pick out, lessons and all of that. I think that the moment I realized, or I started knowing that, I actually really do love this person, was when, irregardless of how I was attracted to you, because there's a point that you get to in relationship or in I don't know, for married people or maybe engagement, that you look at the person that your partner and this is not the person I liked now. Yes, you're supposed to be fine. You're not fine. You're not looking fine today.
Yes,
you're you're not looking fine today. What happened?
It's just the same thing.
Exactly.
One old man was a comedian. He was saying that they asked him what is marriage like, and the guy said, marriage is like when you buy a new car at the showroom of this thing. When you sit in the showroom, that's the best you ever see it again. After you taking it out.
Exactly. It becomes so for me, I judged, I used that to the moment I knew that, irrespective of how I saw this person, or irrespective of how the person attracted, I was attracted to that person at that time. The moment I realized that, irregardless of all of that, I still wanted to be committed to what he was committed to. I still wanted to say, okay, this is where you're going to, and I want to be a part of that. Seeing you commit, and even you be asking yourself, what am I saying? That's the moment you realize that you actually do love this person. So of course, attraction, you do not have any control over it. You don't have anything. But I think for love, you do have control over it, because love means it's sacrificial. It's something that it's not based on how you feel and everything and all of that.
It's a decision.
It's a decision, yeah. So it's like saying, this is on a normal day, I want to be moving with feelings and emotion and all of that. But despite all of that,
synonymous and equate to the falling in love experience. It's characterized by a lot of emotions and feelings.
Okay, let me say it this way. Let me say attraction, initial attraction only sees the good side of the person.
See all the
good side of the person.
So what happens when you see the ugly side?
When you see the ugly side and you still say, despite all of that, it's like I used to say, love is I accept you with all your assets and liabilities combined. I take you with all your faults.
So it means that you probably should not open that your big mouth.
Not yet.
So say
some guys will wait and say, I want to wait until
love
the girl says it because but
until
the girl
until you have gotten the privilege of the many-sided part of that individual. Because when it comes to the matter of love weighs in on all the many-sided parts. Love is not just the good, lovely part of that person. So love does all the nice things when the person is nice. That's not love, that's just attraction. You probably saw a girl that is very curvy. It's the curve that attracted you. So there's going to come a time in that relationship when the curves probably may not be there. Things can change that. Events can change that. You probably fell in love with the Queen's English you heard. You probably fell in love with the
Queen's English can talk to Agbero tomorrow.
I tell you.
You fell in love with the British accent. You fell in love with the fact that the person is an American citizen. You fell in love with the fact that the person is famous. You fell in love because the person can quote scriptures. You fell in love because the person is a man of God. You fell in love because the person can pray. You know, it could be anything. The point is that before you open your big mouth to say I love or you love someone, except we want to just make a differential between I'm in love and I love. It looks like I'm in love looks like something that deals with a lot of deep feeling, overwhelming feeling. I love you means I've taken a decision, irrespective of what you are bringing to the table, irrespective of the fact that I'm now aware of your weakness and your strength. I've looked the sum total of you and I'm committed to you. That looks to me as love. And I don't know whether we want to say that should come first, or where if you are saying that there is a spontaneity involved or that should be expected with the attraction that comes with love, so that you cannot decide this now and I see somebody in church and just say, okay, she's my next pick, I'm going to fall in love with her. And then you start working yourself. Probably that's not, even though people do that, they take a bet. They don't like a girl from anywhere. They just take a bet, bam, say, okay. Some people are just players. They are just players. They just say, well, okay, I just want to go and play with her. They say that girl is tough. They say that girl is hard.
I want to be the one to break.
Let me be the one to break. So the guy gets into action, into character, and then begins to act with a mission. There are people like that, but we're not talking about abnormal people. We're talking about normal people who live in this normal environment, and they go about their normal business. They are not desperate. They are not desperados looking for spouse or looking for how to fall in love. They're just living their life normally. It is possible, very possible, that you will meet somebody that has a compelling personality that probably shakes your guards and all of that. But it is still not going to equate, from the first day I met him, I just couldn't, I just lost all the sense of
that now. From the first day I met you, girl, I know that you something. I don't know if I know that you changed my life or something.
Okay. Yeah. Well, some people say that. Well, there are people
It works for some people. It works.
Say, I got.
And the guy that sang that song,
was going to
he
be my
divorced
husband.
his wife a few months later. This is J-Lo's husband.
That's Mark Anthony. Yeah. He
So the point is, you should never make a permanent decision on a transient event. And feelings are always transient, always. You cannot. It's all right for you to have a feeling, for anything. It can come, and you unplanned. It can be something that is as a result of involuntary muscles or inside of you. But that sense of committal, that sense of now I want to do something because of this feeling I'm having, is on your call. It's no longer one thing led to the other, and it happened. It has to now be your decision to say, I now want to make a move, based on the fact that when I saw her, my heart skipped. And you didn't have control about your heart skipping, but you now have control over what you do as a result of that skipping heart. So when you start crafting your adventure, how you are going to meet her, collect her number, who you are going to meet to get to her, what you are going to do, what you are going to say, what are the things that you are going to be investing, and all of that thing takes planning.
Exactly.
Yeah, so you cannot say all of that is happening under I couldn't control myself. Some people would like to give the excuse that anyway, once I saw her, she just used a spell on me and I could not control myself.
Yeah.
Every time I slept, I dreamt about her. When I wake up, it's her face I see.
Please
when
pray.
I open the Bible, instead of saying Genesis, I see her name,
Hey.
Sandra.
That is
I
rich.
think-
And people think that's love.
What you said just now made me realize. Remember, rather, a conversation I had with a friend, I think 2 or 3 days ago, and she said that whenever you want to make a decision, make it with your chest and bear the consequences, whatever it comes with. So it's like saying that sometimes we are really like afraid, like, okay, do I do this? Do I not do this? So if you want to make a decision, make that decision whether or not to do this, and know it as in make the
Take
decision
responsibility
to take
for
responsibility
the
and bear
consequences of your decision.
whatever it is. So
yeah,
I
because
think
people don't know how to do that. Once something goes wrong, they now start saying, well, it's XYZ. I mean, anyways.
you tricked me with your beauty.
Adam started it first, exactly.
You
If not
cheated.
because of your beauty, I would not have I was going on my own. And all of a sudden, you came with your charm. And you charmed me. You seduced me. You blah, 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 blah. And all of that, look at me now. I'm now miserable. Miserable in love. You better carry your misery with yourself. It's your decision.
You just sound like a telenovela. I don't know where that came from.
What's telenovela?
Telemundo now.
What is Telemundo? Spanish. Oh my god, that was so good. You need to put that in the script.
I don't want
Because this is
a lot of very silly things that people do.
like I say, people fall in love or go into relationship mostly because of their selfish reasons.
Yeah.
The reason why all of us feel that skip the beat or anything is our feeling. So regardless of how the other person is feeling, we don't really care, or we don't really care about where the other person is going. For all we care, the person is going to hell, but we are because we are going, we want to follow the person into it. But that's not love. Love is saying that, okay, I know where you're going, I see where you're going, I want to be an instrument of helping you get there. Same likewise. Like
If I know somebody is going to hell, I want to help the person to go.
Obviously.
I know, just joke.
No. If the person you love is going to hell, love them to come back, bring them out. That's what I'm saying. So basically, I feel that we have to come to a decision that when we love someone, it is not just about us. It's about, we should be thinking about the other person. What can I bring to her that will make her, if she's a fashion designer, that she's just doing a tailoring job in her room. If in the next 5 years, because I'm in her life, because I love her, she should have a store by the next 5 years. Either through me or through my contacts or through my encouragement. She must have, that kind of thing.
Your stay in that person's life should be an addition
on all fronts.
The
Not
person
a subtraction.
remembers that once you stepped into my life, look at the additions in my life. Some people, you can tell, you can take an evaluation of your life. Once somebody stepped in, everything.
Same thing likewise. Women will be clapping for me now, saying because I said she has to have a store. But I'm saying likewise with the man. If the man could not save up to 5,000 naira every month out of his paycheck or whatever, no, because of his lifestyle, because you are in his life, he should be able to save more. You should be able to, at the end of the year, should be able to have maybe 100k for Christmas. You understand what I'm saying? Because you're in his life, not that you will be taking and taking and taking. At the end.
So I just think that
finally thoughts.
Yeah. So like, ladies, I know that we hate being asked this question, what do you bring to the table? But really, what do you actually bring to the table? Because we are supposed to be helpers, all right? We are not supposed to make things harder for them.
We're not supposed to be consumers.
Exactly.
Consumer, but
no, enjoy. Me, I like enjoyment. So, but at the same time, please, like, know what you're bringing to the table. Help to make someone's life better. Not even for a man. Let's not say for for someone that you love or someone that you're in a relationship with. For your friends, what do you bring to the table for them? Are you there to support? Are you there to help make their lives better? I think that's one of the most important things as well.
All right, so unfortunately time is already far gone. We had a great time, swell time today having this conversation. I think we'll begin to get more single people to join. Look for more times with Precious. Is done fantastic today, and looking forward to having more conversations. All right, thanks everyone who joined us on Facebook. Thanks to those who listen on Digit app, those who came on from the website. It's been a lovely time. All right, so those of you who are planning to be in an Owambe, which means party in Nigeria, those of you who are planning to get married, I hope that we'll be able to put some spice and bring some guidance in your decision to fall in love, to be in love, and hope you stay in love forever. So don't forget, follow Digits on all social media platforms. We are on Twitter, we are on Facebook, we are on YouTube and IG. All right, so make sure you search for Digits 1024 and follow us on all those social media platforms for more refreshing content. Don't forget, a positive mindset is all we'll continue to need to have a better society. Let's continue to think positive, speak positive, and remain optimistic to refresh our great country, Nigeria. This is all you are going to constantly and consistently see as you follow us on Digits 1024 Radio. All right, so till we come your way, same time, same radio station. Well, probably next week Friday. Please keep listening to Digits 1024 Radio. From every one of us in the studio, it is goodbye and have a great weekend full of love.
TGIF.
Yeah.
Bye. Have a lovely weekend.
I know you're looking at me. You watch me like TV. You're looking at me 3 times in a row. If you want to say hello, just say hello. I think you look pretty. You look like spaghetti, like you are needing some love. I don't know what I looked before. And if you don't say hello, I will say hello.